further violence and divisions and restore unity. And joining us tonight to shed light on how the country can move forward is a peace and conflict resolution expert, Dr. Arthur Bainomugisha. Thank you very much for joining us, Dr. Arthur. We'd like to know, the election is done now. How do we move forward as a country to de-escalate the tension, but also prevent any possible violence?
Oh, thank you very much for having me. One is to realize that Uganda is a democracy and elections will always come and go. These episodes are part of the democratic ethos. And so one, to congratulate those who have won, but also to soothe those who have lost, that in every context like this one, there will be losers and there will be winners. So I think that's political maturity that must come in. But also, especially to the winners, the NRM party that has won, and President Museveni, that actually that they reach out to the losers. Honorable Norbert Mao has alluded to the national dialogue, but my advice is that the winner takes it all model is not the best one. And of course, NRM is known, is on record for accommodation, political accommodation. So it would be important to reach out to the losers and even try to accommodate some of their interests and aspirations so that we have a unified country. Because Africa, as you can see, most of the countries in the region are fractured because of elections, because of one or other causes of this violence, right from Sudan, Libya, Sudan, South Sudan, and Congo. And Uganda is a bastion of peace. And I think this peace must be protected, and must be protected by reaching out and providing political inclusion so that everybody would feel being part and parcel. And of course, the president is a president of all Ugandans, not a president of the NRM. So moving forward, we would want to see the tradition of NRM continue to reach out, to accommodate, to those, so that the wounds inflicted on the people by the election are healed quickly and rally around our NDP4, our constitution, and move the country forward.
Dr. Arthur, you talk of healing and, of course, unity between the ruling party and the opposition. But one of the key issues has been trust. How do we rebuild trust, both for the opposition and the ruling government, but also for Ugandans to be able to create the unity that you are talking about?
Yeah, yes, of course, as I said, the president is now, yes, while the president ran as a president of the National Resistance Movement, but once you've been elected into power, you're a president of all the Ugandan citizens, irrespective of their political persuasion. And therefore, in terms of the service delivery, in terms of even political appointments, in terms of sharing the national cake, the formula must remain the same, that every Ugandan is a winner and would benefit. We have the National Development Plan that is supposed to take the country forward in the next 5 years, NDP4. And so in terms of benefit, in terms of our budget, our service delivery, it should be inclusive so that now we do not, that no Ugandan is left behind. That is one. But also in rhetoric, I think now the elections are over, and so we would want to see the tone, the tone of the winners reaching out to people, to the losers with respect, with love, and talking about the nation, because now the nation is the most important. The elections tend to bring a lot of rifts, but after elections, then we have to rally around the flag, and rallying around the flag is actually to pursue those national objectives that take the country forward. So I would want to see reaching out to other political parties, the independents that lost, the presidential candidates, Norbert Mao talked about the, Honorable Norbert Mao talked about the national dialogue. These national dialogues are important, especially to bring about reconciliation, to bring about hope. And so those are some of the vehicles that can be, and of course here civil society that have expertise in these faith-based organizations like religious leaders can also come in handy to try to bridge, to build bridges where they have been broken so that the country is unified. And I think Uganda has done well because we've run several elections, and this election has also, we see progressively improvement in election management. There are fallouts here and there, some pockets of failure, but overall we see a lot of improvement, and I think those weaknesses that came out very vividly, they need to be fixed so that people will continue to have faith in electoral democracy.
About fixing the weaknesses, looking forward, what changes, in your view, can be made to help the democratic process get better, but also to avoid this conflict during the election time?
I think if you listen to the Human Rights Commission and others, I think overall the election demonstrated there was less electoral violence in this, so which shows progress in terms of our election management. But there were some areas of weakness that were identified, and as I said, those need to be fixed. You saw the machines failing and delaying the process. That moving forward should be fixed. We also saw that some of the most of the votes were destroyed, which also points to less voter education, and of course election financing. That should be fixed moving forward, but also to try to conduct early civic education so that, you know, we see a lot of voter turnout, because we saw actually the voter turnout is less, even if it doesn't affect the validity of the process. We need to encourage many Ugandans to have faith in the elections, because, you know, democracy has no equal. Is it a military dictatorship, oligarchy, and all those forms? Democracy through elections is the most viable thing. And so if we have many people who don't have faith in and do not come to vote, is not good. So moving forward, a lot of voter education so that the majority of Ugandans come out and cast their vote so that they can influence the outcomes, and then they can be able to be citizens and therefore have a stake in their country. So those are some of the things that should be fixed. But also, I think even political parties, we need a lot of capacity building for political parties so that the campaigns, so that the issues that they are raising and actually national nature, of regional nature, of Pan-African nature, because Africa has that responsibility to step up the game and build strong political communities, these strong countries, regions, and actually Africa, so that Africa can be able to have a big influence on the global governance. As of now, we're still down here, but democracy would help us to move forward, including, of course, socio-economic transformation of our people. So there is that sense of urgency for the political parties to rise beyond kind of sectarian kind of rhetoric and focus on national issues that unite us. Because elections will come and go, but Uganda will remain there. We need Uganda to grow, to be strong, and to have influence in international affairs.
Thank you.
Summarize it like that.
Thank you very much, Dr. Arthur Bainomugisha. They are speaking about the just